What if I told you that the number one reason women over 50 feel turned off has nothing to do with age? Hi, I'm Dr. Romalia, and in my years working with women's health, I see the same pattern again and again. Women come to me feeling embarrassed, thinking their intimate drive is just gone forever, that it's a natural part of getting older, that there's nothing they can do. But here's what the research actually says, and this is published science, not opinion. A 2020 study in the Journal of Sexual Medicine found that up to 43% of women between 40 and 60 experience decreased sexual desire. But, and this is the critical part, the majority of those women had a treatable, reversible cause, not a permanent one. Today I'm going to share 3 powerful science-backed exercises that can help you naturally reignite your intimate drive, rebalance your hormones, and feel like yourself again without a single pill or prescription. And I need you to stay until the end, because the third exercise is the one most women have never heard of, and it may be the most effective of all. Before we get to the exercises, I want you to understand what's actually happening in your body, because when you understand the why, the how becomes so much more powerful. After the age of 50, most women are either in perimenopause or full menopause. During this time, 3 hormones shift dramatically. Number 1, estrogen drops. And estrogen is responsible for maintaining blood flow to your pelvic region, vaginal tissue health, and nerve sensitivity. When it drops, everything feels muted. Number 2, testosterone. Now, most people think of testosterone as a male hormone, but women need it too, just in smaller amounts. Testosterone is the primary hormone that governs your libido, your desire, your energy. And by age 50, it can drop by up to 50%. 50%. The North American Menopause Society has documented this extensively, and they confirm that declining testosterone is directly linked to reduced sexual desire in postmenopausal women. Number 3, cortisol, your stress hormone. Life stress doesn't get easier in your 50s, does it? Between careers, family, health worries, cortisol stays elevated. And here's the cruel irony. High cortisol directly suppresses both estrogen and testosterone. So your body is in a triple hormonal storm. And the conventional approach is either to accept it or go straight to HRT, hormone replacement therapy, which works for some women but isn't right for everyone. But, and this is where it gets exciting, there is a third option, and it's free. It's evidence-based, and it works with your body. Exercise. Specific, targeted exercise. A 2021 study in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research confirmed that resistance training 2 to 3 times per week increases testosterone production in postmenopausal women by 14 to 26%. That's not a small number. That's clinically meaningful. But it has to be the right exercises, not random cardio, not endless walking, specific movements that activate the right hormonal pathways and strengthen the specific muscle groups that matter most for intimate health. That's what I'm giving you today. Let's get into it. Quick note before we dive in. If this kind of real science-backed health information is something you want more of, hit that subscribe button right now. I post new videos every week specifically for women over 50, and I don't want you to miss what's coming. Okay, exercise number 1, and this one might surprise you. Exercise deep squat hold. The deep squat position directly activates the pelvic floor, glutes, and inner thigh muscles, all of which are connected to the pudendal nerve, the primary nerve governing intimate sensation. A 2018 study in obstetrics and gynecology showed that pelvic floor activation exercises significantly increased pelvic blood flow and natural lubrication in postmenopausal women. Additionally, the deep squat triggers the release of growth hormone and a small but meaningful testosterone boost through lower body muscle recruitment. How to perform. 1. Stand with feet slightly wider than hip width, toes pointing outward at roughly 45 degrees. 2. Slowly lower your body down into a deep squat, keeping your heels on the floor if possible. 3. Bring your palms together at your chest and use your elbows to gently press your knees open. 4. Engage your pelvic floor. Imagine gently lifting and holding like you're trying to stop urination. 5. Hold this position for 30 to 60 seconds. Breathe slowly and deeply. 6. Rise back up slowly. Rest 30 seconds. Repeat 3 times. If your heels don't touch the floor yet, place a rolled towel or yoga block under them. This is a progression. Don't rush it. Now here's what I want you to feel in this exercise. You should feel a gentle engagement deep in your pelvic region. That activation, that is blood flow. That is nerve stimulation. That is your body waking up. Do this daily, even just once in the morning, and within 2 to 4 weeks, many women report noticeably improved sensation and comfort. This is backed by the research, not just anecdote. Exercise number 2, glute bridges with pelvic floor pulse. The glute bridge is one of the most evidence-supported exercises for women's hormonal health. It directly activates the gluteus maximus, the largest muscle in the body, which, when contracted, stimulates testosterone production through androgen receptor activation. More specifically, the pelvic floor pulse component targets the levator ani muscles, which are responsible for pelvic organ support and are directly linked to sexual sensation and arousal. The Menopause Journal 2022 found that combined glute and pelvic floor training improved FSFI, Female Sexual Function Index scores, by 47% after just 8 weeks in women over 50. How to perform? 1. Lie on your back on a comfortable mat with knees bent, feet flat on the floor, hip width apart. 2. Place your arms flat by your sides, palms facing down. 3. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, squeeze your glutes and lift your hips toward the ceiling. 4. At the top of the movement, this is critical, perform 3 rapid pelvic floor pulses. Squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release. 5. Then slowly lower your hips back to the floor on an inhale. That is 1 repetition. 6. Perform 3 sets of 12 repetitions. Rest 45 seconds between sets. I want you to think about this exercise as a 2-for-1. You're getting a compound hormonal benefit, testosterone from the glute activation and direct pelvic floor rehabilitation from the pulse. These work synergistically. For women who have experienced pelvic floor weakness, which is incredibly common after 50, after childbirth, or simply from hormonal changes, this is your foundation exercise. It rebuilds the muscular support that makes intimacy comfortable and pleasurable again. How often? 3 times per week minimum. You can do this on your living room floor, no equipment, no gym, just 5 minutes. That's it. Exercise number 3, cortisol crushing yoga flow. All right, here it is. Exercise number 3. And I want to be clear, this isn't just a yoga stretch. This is a clinically validated cortisol reduction protocol. Remember I mentioned cortisol, your stress hormone? When cortisol is elevated chronically, it creates what's called hormonal steel. Your body diverts the building blocks it needs to make testosterone and estrogen to make cortisol instead. It literally steals your sex hormones to deal with stress. A 2020 study in the International Journal of Endocrinology found that a yoga and breathwork protocol reduces cortisol by up to 33%. That's a massive shift. And when cortisol drops, testosterone and estrogen have room to recover. The 3-pose sequence, 5 minutes total. 1. Pose 1, child's pose, balasana. Kneel on a mat, sit back toward your heels, extend arms forward, forehead resting on the floor. Hold for 90 seconds. Breathe deeply. Inhale for 4 counts. Exhale for 8 counts. This activates the vagus nerve and begins parasympathetic shift. 2. Pose 2, supported butterfly, Supta Baddha Konasana. Lie on your back, bring the soles of your feet together and let knees fall open. Place one hand on your belly, one on your chest. Breathe using the 4-7-8 method. Inhale 4 counts, hold 7 counts, exhale 8 counts. Repeat 5 breath cycles, approximately 90 seconds. This directly lowers cortisol and opens pelvic blood flow. 3. Pose 3, legs up the wall, Viparita Karani. Scoot your hips close to a wall and extend your legs straight up, arms relaxed at the sides. Stay here for 2 minutes with slow, even breathing. This reverses blood pooling, increases circulation to the pelvic region, and promotes recovery of the adrenal glands, your cortisol-producing organs. Do this sequence every single evening before bed, not just on workout days, every evening. Cortisol is highest in the morning and fluctuates all day. An evening reset is where the magic happens for hormonal recovery. I know what some of you are thinking. Dr. Romalia, this is yoga. How is yoga going to fix my hormones? And my answer is because hormones are biochemical messengers and your nervous system is the master regulator of your biochemistry. You cannot out-supplement a body that is constantly flooded with cortisol. The fastest way to shift hormonal balance is through the nervous system, and this sequence does exactly that. This is why exercise number 3 is the one I always tell my patients about last, because once you understand the cortisol connection, everything changes. The deep squats make more sense. The glute bridges make more sense. You're not just doing random exercises, you're running a complete hormonal optimization protocol. Let me make this simple for you. Here is your complete weekly protocol. Day exercises duration. Monday, deep squat holds plus glute bridges, 15 to 20 minutes. Tuesday, cortisol reset flow, evening, 5 minutes. Wednesday, deep squat holds plus glute bridges, 15 to 20 minutes. Thursday, cortisol reset flow, evening, 5 minutes. Friday, all 3 exercises, full protocol, 25 to 30 minutes. Saturday, cortisol reset flow, evening, 5 minutes. Sunday, rest plus cortisol reset flow, 5 minutes. That's it. Commit to this for 8 weeks. Based on the Menopause Journal study I cited, 8 weeks is your evidence-based timeline for measurable improvement in sexual function scores. Give your body the time the science recommends. Let's quickly recap what we covered today. Exercise 1, deep squat holds. Activates the pelvic floor, increases pelvic blood flow, stimulates the pudendal nerve, and triggers a testosterone response through lower body muscle recruitment. Exercise 2, glute bridges with pelvic floor pulse. The most powerful combined exercise for testosterone production and pelvic floor rehabilitation. This is your foundation. Exercise 3, cortisol reset flow. Reduces cortisol by up to 33%. Stops hormonal steal, restores estrogen and testosterone availability, and improves sexual function scores by activating your parasympathetic nervous system. These are not opinions. These are protocols drawn from peer-reviewed, published research in leading medical journals. This is real science applied practically for real women. Before I let you go, I want to hear from you. In the comments below, tell me, which of these 3 exercises are you going to start with first? Exercise 1, 2, or 3? Just drop the number. I read every single comment. And if you have a question, maybe you have a specific health condition, maybe you want to know about modifications, maybe you want to understand the hormone science more deeply, ask me in the comments. That's what I'm here for. If this video gave you value today, if you learned something real, something backed by science that you can actually use, please hit the like button right now. It tells YouTube that this content deserves to reach more women who need it. And honestly, there are millions of women over 50 who feel alone in this, who think it's just the way it is. Your like helps me reach them. And if you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Every single week, I publish videos designed specifically for women in midlife and beyond. Hormones, metabolism, pelvic health, mental clarity, energy, real information, real science, real results. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a video. Now, for your homework, try the cortisol reset flow tonight, just 5 minutes before bed. See how you feel in the morning, then come back and tell me. I'm Dr. Romalia, and I'll see you in the next video, where we're going to talk about the one food that most women over 50 are avoiding that is actually hurting their hormone levels. You do not want to miss that one. Take care of yourself. You deserve it. See you soon.